De la right, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife is rumored to have dropped Bombshell in a leak voicing that, shocked everybody in the palace on the reason why he decided independently to go and release Ogunjaye and the reason why he is insisting on immunity removal. Now, it was expedient for Ooni of Ife to explain some of his latest decisions to his well-meaning elders. You know that in every community, there are elders who are known for their integrity, known for their thoughtfulness, known for their discipline, known for their well-meaningness, okay? Known for everything good. And usually in every community, if you understand this, these elders are often quiet. Like you will never hear them say a word. They are not opinionated. They are so grounded in their own, what do you call? In their own, as in they are grounded in their knowledge, like their self-respect, like they know so much, but they just keep quiet because when they view the world as a place where empty vessels make a lot of noise. And when they talk, when they speak, you know that yes, they have spoken. These elders, Kabiyesi, with everything that has been going on, they have been in full support of Kabiyesi. Kabiyesi, whatever Kabiyesi does, as far as these very elders are concerned, Kabiyesi is right. After all, he is Onirisha, and the gods know best, and that is why they place that position on him. And you, as a human, has no right to come and tell him what to do or try to, coerce him to accepting whatever that he does not want to accept. So they always agree with Kabiyesi. And because of the level of respect that these elders have shown to Kabiyesi and all of that, and the entire time, they have not said anything. They have not asked why. They always agree with him. Kabiyesi thought that it was only, respectful, because some of them are far older than him, even though he is the Kabiyesi. He thought that it was only important for him to come out and explain to them why he is making these kinds of decisions that a lot of them are calling rash decisions. Why are they calling these decisions rash? Is because Ogunjaye has not been released for God knows how long. And Kabiyesi is the first Oba that decided to release Ogunjaye, at least for as long as we know. A lot of people right there, even in Ìlú-Àjẹ, they are feeling that the decision is too rash, that he shouldn't be using Ogunjaye to fight his own personal problems, okay? Because they feel like all of this is coming from the fact that the wives are fighting each other. That is what people are interpreting. And so why will he go and use Ogunjaye to fight when these are problems that he should take care of normally? You understand, right? And so because of this, Kabiyesi felt that it was good to let these elders understand his plight, where he is coming from. And he had, to let them know exactly what is going on. They had a meeting where he called few of these elders, as we are hearing 8 of them, okay, to speak to them about what is going on. And they said that, the meeting was shocking when Kabiyesi began to speak. They say when the story that it was during that meeting that there was a leaked audio that came out. A lot of people are saying it may have been leaked by one of the staff. Some are saying by, people who are passing by up and down or something. But they say when the story of the leaked, voicing supposedly linked to the Ooni of Ife came out, what drew the most attention was not just his word, but the background to what he revealed. According to what was circulating, the Ooni explained that there had been an attempt against Olori Naomi's, life again recently, just before he released Ogunjaye. They said this attempt is connected to a very particular place known in Yoruba traditional history as Ìlú-Àjẹ. Okay. Now they said the Ìlú-Àjẹ is, is not just a community. They say it is a hill believed to hold one of the oldest shrines dedicated to wealth, power, and sacrifice. The name itself is Ìlú-Àjẹ. That name is connected directly with Aje, which is in Yoruba cosmology refers to spiritual forces tied to wealth, blood, sacrifice, and feminine power. This is why the shrine there has always been, both feared and respected. They say it is a community where there is that shrine is in a community around a hill. Okay, they said that is where the shrine is, around that hill. But at the very center of that community, they said that there are shrines, most powerful Yoruba shrines. Okay, yeah. They said one of the shrines there is not something, run by ordinary people. It has its own priesthood, a hierarchy, a hereditary line of priests and custodians who have passed the knowledge, the right and the sacred from one generation to the other. Those who run it are considered highly powerful, but also feared because what they control is not everyday's ritual. It is deep, ancient, and often linked to life and by oaths. Okay. They say this shrine is very deadly. Okay. They say among Yoruba elders, Ìlú-Àjẹ is mentioned with caution. The belief is that any sacrifice placed there, especially with the involvement of, blood, can manifest physically in the life of whoever it is targeted at. If someone wants to call down destruction or shorten the days of another person and they do it properly at the shrine, people believe it can be effective. This is why the Ooni's claim, shocked everybody. That now, according to what we are hearing, they said the voice note that was leaked, claimed that there was an intel. One day, about, I think 3 weeks or a month ago, we heard that Kabiyesi had done something that no Oba has done lately. That Kabiyesi had gone to go and release Ogunjayi. Everybody was shocked at a time like this. Why would you release Ogunjayi? Elders were shocked. They had series of problems. Everyone calling out Kabiyesi in the palace. People were shocked. People were angry. People were frustrated. And, the worst of it was when this Ogunjayi started striking people down. Let me take my Theodela right. People could not understand. Yes, they couldn't understand what is going on. What is the real reason? They started asking, was Naomi attacked again? Who attacked Olori Naomi? And why was Olori Naomi attacked? They were asking so many different questions, but no answer to anything. And Kabiyesi said, except immunity is removed. If immunity is not removed or was not removed, he is not binding Ogunjayi again. Right now, we are counting 5 heads gone already because of Ogunjayi. And elders are asking for a man like Kabiyesi, who is so exposed, who is so calm, who is so, kind-hearted and very forgiving man. What could have prompted him to take this kind of rash decision? Is a question everyone has been asking. A lot of people are saying, like, how is it possible that he will go and release Ogunjayi to settle his own internal dispute with his Oloris? Why? Why? Because this is him settling his own internal dispute with his Oloris. And everybody was wondering, why will he do this? Why will he do that? And this time, Oni decided to tell them the history. The story. They said that they had taken Olori Naomi's name to Ìlú-Àjẹ. Yes, that they have taken her there. That they have they hatched a new plan to buy her completely after the full moon ritual was successful. They were very, very upset. They could not believe it. They gathered her completely, and they just wanted her out of the way. They wanted her by. Now, the history of Ìlú-Àjẹ goes back hundreds of years. So it was originally a place where traders and wealthy women of the ancient markets made sacrifices. Àjẹ is linked with women, wealth, and deep spiritual authority with time. It became a place where kings and chiefs too would send emissaries, especially when they wanted to seal power or, seek dominance over rivals. But just as it was a place to empower, it was also a place that could be used to destroy. People feared it because if your name or anything representing you was taken there for negative reason, it could mean illness, sudden collapse, or wealth, or even by. So when the Ooni allegedly said that was discovered at told his kingsmen what was discovered at Ìlú-Àjẹ, everybody was shocked. Like, has it gotten this bad? What exactly is it? The shock among elders was very real because it is one thing to quarrel with someone, but it is another level entirely to take that person's name or anything linked to them to Ìlú-Àjẹ. That crosses a deep spiritual line. They only reportedly explained that this was why he chose to release Ogunjaye. And he said that Ogunjaye will be there until, everything has been sorted out because these women will not stop. A lot of people have been asking why. Why is Kabiyesi not binding Ogunjaye? And why is Kabiyesi not trying to negotiate? People like Ebony, their families have done everything to ensure that immunity is dropped. If you know Kabiyesi, it would never have gotten to this point. Kabiyesi said no. Immunity must be removed. That is where he stood. And he's been there since that time. And people knew that it was something very serious. But he had to sit these people down to tell them what prompted that decision and what is, giving him this level of power to insist on exactly what he wants. Because he knows very well that should anything, if he does not tie this down right now, something very, bad could happen. That these people are relentless. They will do whatever it is that they need to do to get Naomi out of the way. And he had to explain all of this to his well-respected elders. Wait until you hear details of what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.